When you first open Estimator Express, this is the menu that you will see. To review the standard specifications, click on My Settings. Next, click My Specifications. When we ship Estimator Express, we include the top 8 specifications so that you can start estimating out of the box, confident that the software will produce a sensible quote based on standard materials once you have adjusted your labour and plant rates and downloaded the latest prices and discounts from your chosen supplier. You can of course edit these or copy them to create your own specifications for different types of work. As you can see, we have created 2 AJ specs for different types of work. Let's open the new build Part L specification. At the top of the screen you will see that the spec has opened the cavity wall spec. Looking down the screen you will again see that every item required to construct a cavity brick wall is listed, along with the default material or labour and plant resource, and the rate of use that that material or labour resource requires. This is called the usage factor. Let's switch on the highlighting tool to make it easier to review the resources. Click on the filter button and select the highlighting tool. Note also that items highlighted in red at the left-hand side of the screen are called critical items. These are items that are likely to have a significant impact on the cost of the building. For example, the cost of bricks is likely to be significant, while the cost of the DPC is not. You can, however, change the critical items to match your expectations. In this case, I've turned the bricks above DPC off and back on again. Let's now have a look at some of the items. Let's first have a look at the bricks above DPC again. By default, we've selected a £1 facing brick. If you wish, you can use an actual brick, such as an Ibstock Red Rustic. The bricks are part of the brickwork shell and will be associated with the Gantt chart in due course. There are 60 of these bricks to the square metre, so 60 times £1 is £60 a metre squared. They're also bricks, so later on you can ask the software to sort out all the bricks in this particular job, or if you're using the project manager, all the bricks that are required in numerous projects. Let's now have a look at the cost of laying those bricks. Scrolling down the screen, you can see all of the items that will automatically be estimated. As we move down the screen, you can see all the items that the bricklayers can undertake. Generally speaking, we've used a 2-in-1 gang. You can see that those are now set at £65 an hour. As you will recall in the previous video, we changed the value to £65. Clicking on laying the bricks above DPC, you can see that the 2-in-1 gang, priced at £65 an hour, takes 0.6 of an hour to lay a square metre of bricks. 0.6 times 65 is £39 a square metre. So we're saying it takes them just under 2/3 of an hour to lay a square metre of bricks. All the other items are defined similarly. The blocks, for argument's sake, take approximately half the time to lay the brickwork, so they are costing £19.50 a square metre. Any item in the specification can be changed to reflect your expectations. Let's scroll down and have a look at other items in the spec. Further down you can see the plant that we've selected. As we're doing a house, we've assumed a JCB and a 20-ton tipper, whereas in extensions you'll generally find that we have a mini digger and a skip. Further down you can see that we've got the stone face cavity wall. This only comprises 4 lines because it inherits all of the standard specification for the cavity wall above. Further down we have the partition block wall spec. Again, this inherits most of the characteristics of the wall above. Further down the screen we come to the cavity block wall specification. As you can see, this has more lines. This is because the blocks themselves may be different, and it also allows for a rendering system to the outer leaf. Scrolling further down, we can see the ICF and SIPS wall systems, retaining walls, and so on. Further down we have the stud walling specification with all the stud work and plastering systems defined. Same for metal stud partitions, roofing systems, and so on. Any of these items can be changed to reflect your expectations. Supposing, for example, we wanted to improve the insulation to the ceiling. Choose the item, select Change Resource from the toolbar, and the software will jump to the price book. In this case, I want to change the insulation to 200mm thick insulation. Select that or double click. Note that the cost of this insulation is still rather high. This is because on this particular computer, discounts have not been downloaded from Jewson, as I am not actively building. Press Select Resource, and then the software then gives you an opportunity to change the usage factor. In this case, the bale is now 4.06 meters squared. Click on the Calculator button and answer the questions in the dialog. I use 1 bale of Isover insulation, which comes in a 4.06 meter squared pack, for 4.06 meters squared of ceiling. The software will then automatically work out the new usage factor. Click OK, and the new insulation is placed into the system. Once you have completed editing your specification, press Close to return to the Specification menu, close again to return to the Settings menu, and finally press Back to return to the main menu.